Day 701. I was a one-man zombie wrecking crew. I had depopulated all the suburbs of Louisville, most of Knox County, and was working on Louisville itself. I had settled in and made my home in Louisville and killed countless zombies. My thoughts turned to where the virus originated, and I decided to check the local Peregrine Hospital. Shocker, I found it infested with the undead. But I was well armed and loaded for bear. I made my entrance to the hospital through the face of a zombie. Fighting inside is risky, I don't like it, there's nowhere to maneuver. But if I was going to investigate, I had to go in. And there was quite the welcoming party. They were coming from all sides, streaming from the upper levels and the hallways. I was starting to develop a false sense of security. When this happened, they were everywhere. They were coming out of the woodwork. Streams of them. With nowhere to maneuver, I was getting nervous. I held my ground as long as I could, and then decided to make a tactical retreat. The undead streamed out of the hospital like ants out of an anthill after it's been kicked. Fortunately, I was the boot. I needed a break, but there ain't no rest for the wicked. The zombies kept coming. Eventually, I earned myself a well-earned break of sitting in the car. And then it was back on that grind. That zombie-killing grind. There were hundreds of them in this hospital. Here comes another wave. They are billions. I kept fighting till exhaustion, and then I would take a break in my car to recover. What's this? The zombies are having a party and they didn't invite me? I'll show them. My newest move is smashing zombies through windows. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I killed so many zombies that I wore out my pickaxe. Fortunately, I'm a Renaissance man and can kill zombies with any weapon. Somebody's trying to beat the lunch rush up there. And others just wanted me to be their lunch. Both groups would be disappointed. Or would they? They finally broke down that door, and here they come. Gotta watch your six. Oh boy. Time to execute a fighting retreat. Oh man. They're coming from every direction. Time to get out of here. That's why I hate fighting inside. There's so many of them that they stuck on the doorway. They couldn't get through. There were so many. Got a World War Z situation happening there. And I'm not just referencing the corpses piling up. Just when I thought I was starting to make progress. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Things are getting tricky in here. Ooh, close one. I fought the entire day until I was getting tired. I decided to head home, but on my way out, I let them know what I thought of them. And the next day, we were at it again. Oops. There's still so many zombies here. Holy cow. Maybe this is where the virus originated. Idiot. I got a little peek down the corridor, and I wasn't thrilled with what I saw. But the zombies were thrilled with what they saw. Me. Until I started chopping their heads off. But they didn't care. There were so many of them. They figured at least one of them would get me. And man, that's a safe bet. There are so many of them, even outside the hospital. They're even falling from the skies. I killed dozens and dozens of mankind's zombies before I even made it inside the hospital. And what I saw didn't make me too happy. No signs of infection starting here. Oh man, they were waiting for me outside. I spent all day fighting and killing zombies. I killed so many zombies that I broke a machete. So I channeled my inner Leonardo and got out the katana. This thing cuts through zombies like a hot knife through butter. And the sound is just plain cool, too. My katana was like a paintbrush painting the walls red. All day I slaughtered them until I hit the magic 30,000 kills number. That's pretty cool. My katana allowed me to cut a path into the inner area of the hospital, and I saw signs that maybe this was where the infection had started. There were dried bloodstains on the floor, and evidence of zombies bursting out of waiting areas. And a whole lot of zombies. I wanted to investigate further, but it looks like I kicked up a hornet's nest. They were streaming into the room. Maybe they had finally broken down a barrier somewhere, and here they came. I was doing a good job of fighting them off until I broke a katana, and then I figured it was time to make my retreat. Now that I knew what I was up against if I wanted to breach that hospital, I decided it was a good idea to raid all the pawn shops and gun stores in the area. So I did a bit of a grand tour. Of course, I encountered resistance. Lots of resistance. But I was able to stock up on tons of guns and ammo, so it was worth it. Hello there. Aw man, this pawn shop's burned down. That's rotten luck. Next up on my agenda is a building marked on my map as commandeered by the military. I went inside to have a look around, hoping to find some M16 assault rifles. I did find a bunch of weapons, but not very many guns and ammo as I was expecting. I did find zombies, though. Yay. After a long, hard day of looting and killing zombies, I wanted to hit up the night glow to blow off some steam. Looks like I wasn't the only one with that idea. They really want to get in to see those strippers, huh? Okay, this is super creepy. Maybe I'll have better luck at the velvet tassel? No. No, not really. Still super creepy. I wanted to complete my book and tape collection, so my next stop while taking a break from slaughtering zombies was all the hit vids and any places that I might find books and videos in the area. And anything that I had not seen yet, I grabbed. Oh, come on. Can I not have just one day of peace and quiet? You know what? Fine. You want to get loud? Let's get loud. This isn't really how I imagined spending the day, but it is what it is. You know, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you're not careful and you're not ready for it, guns can really be more trouble than they're worth in this game. I was developing a problem here. And as always, they've got the car guarded. How do they know how to do that? Maybe I should make a break for the car? Oh, too late. Too late. Alright, how am I going to get myself out of this situation? Maybe if I start meleeing, it'll be more quiet and I can lose some of them? Maybe that's wishful thinking. Uh-oh. Apparently I'm out of water. Starting to get a little thirsty. And I can't shake this exertion. I'm definitely starting to get a little nervous. Definitely getting nervous. Uh-oh. Whoop! I guess I'll just lead them on a merry chase for a little while I try to figure this out. Definitely getting a little nervous about that, the thirst. Definitely getting thirsty. Aw, man, they're guarding my car again. They're camping all over it. Alright, let's fire off some guns here. Get them away from the car, please. I may have made a fatal mistake here. Things are looking bad. Oh god, and now I'm starting to get tired too. Hey, you zombies, leave my car alone, please. Come this way. This way, please. Over here. Oh man, there's already more over here. Alright, this is super risky, but I'm gonna die of thirst if I don't do something. I'm gonna try to duck into this building and get something to drink before they catch up to me. Oh god, this sink is empty. Oh boy. Here they come. Alright, let's try this bathroom. Oh, phew. Okay. We're back in business. Fill up our water real quick. Oh god. Alright, let's try ducking into this building. Again, this is really risky, but I'm low on options right now. Okay, I got myself some breathing room. Take a little rest here. Got my exertion under control, got everything refilled and rewatered. Had a little snack. Now we're back in business. Definitely not out of the woods yet. Holy cow, there's still so many zombies. But I bought myself some breathing room and a fighting chance. Well, maybe not literally. I don't know if I really want to do any fighting right now. Things are bad. Things are very bad. There's hundreds of zombies chasing me. Okay, there's my car. It's still guarded. Ooh, they're coming from behind too. That's what she said. Maybe maybe there's enough of them maybe there's few enough of them that I can fight my way through. But I have to be quick before the horde gets here. Oh boy. Oh, they're closing in. Alright, getting exerted again. Oh, it's open. It's open. Oh, it's open. Let's make a break for it. Make a break for it. I can do it. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, they're right there, right there, right there. Get in. Oh, yes. We're out of here. Whew. Oh, my God. Plow through, plow through. It was the 2-year anniversary of the zombie apocalypse. I had come a long way, and I went through 31,000 zombies to do it. From my humble beginnings in the trailer park on to my utilitarian base in West Point, I was now living the life of luxury in Louisville with my fancy new house. Objectively, it wasn't quite as safe as my fortress in West Point, but it was much more comfortable and I was much happier. But how much longer could I survive? 2 years is a long time to be alone. I kept talking to myself. Was I going crazy? Was I turning into a zombie? Who knows? I decided to resume my investigation at the hospital. I thought maybe since it had been a few days, things would be calmed down. But boy, was I wrong. There were still just as many zombies, it seemed like. Even though that mathematically doesn't seem possible, but there were still a lot of zombies. And I was determined to make there less. Preferably none. But it didn't look like that was going to happen, so I would just have to settle for less. So many zombies died that the pitchfork broke, and it was katana time once again. Eh, maybe I'll save the katana for inside. I'll use a spear next. They were streaming out of the hospital, which works great for me because I didn't want to fight them inside the hospital. I was getting super exerted. Even my mighty katana was not killing them in one hit. I was so tired. Time to take a break. But not too long of a break. I mean, I wanted to take a longer break, but the zombies just had other ideas. What the heck? Where did all these come from? I cleared this area. And of course, they're guarding my car again. Jerks. Eat spear. I am not getting in this hospital tonight. Jeez. Are those zombies just chilling on the roof? I think they are. Alright, it's time to go. I'm starting to get corpse sickness from all these dead zombies. I'm gonna have to go and come back later after they've decomposed. Yeah, gross. Alright, it's time for some well-earned lunch. Wait, what? What is happening? Oh my god. Oh my god, my house is burning down. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh man, it's going up. Oh boy. I haven't even slept yet. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, turn everything off. Grab everything. Grab the generators. Grab everything. Loot as much as I can. Get it out of here. Oh no! My water barrels, everything. My food, it's all going up in smoke. Quick, save the armory. Get the guns and ammo. Ah, I don't even know what to do. Ah! This is... Oh my god. Oh no, the garage is lit too. Quick, we gotta save the cars. At least the cars have supplies in them for backup storage. Get the box fan out of here. Oh man, all that work, all that guns and ammo I collected. Oh, all the weapons, it's all gone. I worked so hard on it. Oh, we gotta save the Supra. Get the Supra out of here. Careful. Ooh. Oh man. Save the Corvette too. Oh, my precious Corvette. Get it out of here too. Oh man, all that artwork I collected. Oh, my farming supplies and everything. Oh, it's all gone. In my 734 days alone in the apocalypse, this is the lowest that I've felt. I considered just letting the zombies have me at this point. I was essentially going to be starting over completely. And I just, the thought of it, just, I didn't know what to do. But I did the only thing I could and saved as much as I could. If I shed a few tears to mourn the loss, I mean, no one was around to see. And who could blame me, even if they were? Oh god, I'm still in danger. Oh, it's still flaring. Oh boy. After the fire burned itself out, I kind of wandered aimlessly and picked my way through the wreckage, hoping for just anything to take with me as I rebuilt. A day late and $1 short, it started pouring rain while I was moving to my new chosen base. If only this rain had occurred a day ago, maybe it could have put out the fire and saved my base. To save myself some trips and some walking, I loaded up all my cars with as much as I could carry in them and used them to tow each other to my new chosen base, a few houses up the road, another of the fancy houses along the river. It was the house at the far end, closest to downtown Louisville, right across the street from the gas station. It was a good location. I didn't like it quite as well as the base that burned down, but it's a nice base nonetheless. And once I get it set up, it'll be even better. It took several trips, but not as many trips as I would have liked because my stuff was all burned down. I wish I had more. While this house didn't have the nice big garage that the other one did, at least it had a nice open driveway with room for my fleet of vehicles. Obviously, my next course of action was to loot the surrounding houses to try to replenish my lost supplies. I had a lot of work to do to get this base up and running, so I got started right away. Moving in all my supplies. Clearing out the riffraff. Setting up some traps. Taking out the garbage. And perhaps most importantly, building a gate and fence to keep the hordes away. I really like metal fencing because you can see through it and because you can poke zombies through it with spears. But unfortunately, I just didn't have enough metal to complete my fence yet. I would have to take care of that ASAP. Now, my house had burned down, but the fencing was still intact, so I was still 100% safe in this old base. And fortunately, one of the beds did not burn down, so I spent one more night in the safety of my old base. And fortunately, there were some metalworking supplies left in the garage that didn't burn down, so I grabbed those to build my fence. Delicious 2-year-old sink water. Fortunately, I didn't forget any of the carpentry I had learned along my journey, so I was able to fairly quickly rebuild my base. I wanted the double upper levels once again for water collection, and just for safety, I put in fencing as well. This rooftop area would be great for surveying the area against encroaching threats as well. Clearing the surrounding buildings of zombies was also a very high priority for me. I didn't want them sneaking up on me while I was sleeping or tired from my construction projects. Things were taking shape. Slowly but surely. And don't call me Shirley. I destroyed a nearby office for supplies to build my fence. And once that was done, I felt much better about my chances for survival. All this stuff can just go right here, I guess. Never mind. This is not a good spot for it. I'll build some storage back here, but for now, it can just stay here. Cutting down all the trees in my yard was killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Actually, 3. It was giving me space to work with, it was clearing out the area for visibility, and it was giving me plenty of building materials to work with. And boy, would I need plenty of building materials, that's for sure. Man, this is an exhausting project, but it was necessary. Just the building project alone was about a week's worth of work. And I hadn't even got my water barrels in yet. Well, I had 1, but I wanted way more than that for safety. Look at all these logs. I couldn't possibly use them all, could I? Could I? Challenge accepted. I finally got all the trees and all the bushes cut down. So my next objective was to clear the ivy off the walls and make it look nice. Construction project was coming along, but I was about ready for a break from all this work. It had been a long time since I needed to do a looting run out of necessity, but I thought it was probably time. Oh, what was that noise? I think my trailer just broke. That's not good. Methodically, house by house, I searched for supplies. This icy fridge would serve me well. We were 2 years into the apocalypse, so unfortunately, pretty much everything was rotting. But canned goods and candies and stuff were still excellent. The farming supply store would be an excellent source of goods for me, including some water barrels. A necessity right now. And I replenished my medical supplies at the nearby pharmacy. I made it to the Gigamark just in time to get tired, so I decided to head home and come back at a later date. On the way home, I set up some traps for some rabbits to cook up for some meals. It was time to start making my new house my home, with some of the decorations from the old house that I salvaged. My next brilliant idea was to head back to all my old bases to see if I had left anything behind that I could replenish my lost goods with. First stop was the temporary base I set up in Louisville when I first made it to town. Next up was West Point, one of the coolest bases I've ever built, to see if I had left anything there. Oh man, I missed this base. This was such a cool base. I was really sad to leave it behind, but had to do what I had to do to take care of Louisville. Look at this cool base. Next stop was my Muldraugh base. I hadn't spent a whole lot of time at this base because it was so close to Louisville, but that I really didn't need it. But it was a nice factory or warehouse with lots of supplies, so it made a good stopping point to grab some gear. Next, I had to head back to base because I was in a bit of a car wreck and seriously injured my foot. Don't ask me how. But this was a real bad injury, a deep wound. It would require stitches. And then, of course, after that, my car would need repairs, so I cannibalized a nearby van for parts. Oh, zombie interrupting me. Come on, dude. Can't you see I'm busy? Where did that guy even come from? I cleared this area. There we go. Good as new. Well, almost. Now it's good as new. With my foot and car taken care of, the next item on my agenda was rebuilding my armory. So I headed out to hit up some military homes and the checkpoints. Oop, apparently I wasn't the only one with this idea. Unfortunately, I had already checked a lot of the checkpoint, but there was some military houses nearby that I hadn't been to yet. So I forced my way in with the sledgehammer. Aw man, about half of them are burned down. This house has what I'm after. Guns and ammos, and I wanted those lockers. They would be great for my armory. Check, check, check. Oh, whoopsies. Good thing there's not that many zombies around and there's a bunch of barricades in their way anyway. But, this is dangerous. Oh, are you guys stuck? Here, let me take care of that for you. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I love building metal fences around my base. You can stab zombies through them, and they can't get to you. What's this, a military prepper house? I have got to check this out. Whoa. No one there? Whoa. Yep, someone there. In here too? Oh, hi. Good to see you there. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Pay dirt. One day, while I was reading a book to regain my sanity from being alone all the time, I stumbled upon something interesting that inspired me. I thought maybe I could find better pants than what I was wearing to protect me from the zombies. Leather pants might be better. I had recently searched the clothing stores in Louisville, and I didn't remember seeing any leather pants there. But I couldn't remember whether or not they were in any of the other towns. So I loaded up the car, gassed up, and took off. It was back to my old bases. I didn't anticipate heavy undead resistance because I had attempted to completely clear out the towns before I left. So I packed light. Ah, the familiar sights of West Point. I had spent a lot of time in this town, and I had missed it. I made it to the West Point clothing store with no incidents and searched everywhere. But I didn't find anything I wanted. Next stop was the bargain close in Dixie between West Point and Muldraugh. This time I actually had to exercise some caution because I hadn't really cleared out this area. And right away, I ran into the undead. But I easily dispatched them. After a little breaking and entering, I took a look around. And I found something interesting. Black leather trousers. This might be what I was looking for. But I kept looking. I was confident that I had found what I was looking for, but I decided to continue my search anyways, on to Muldraugh. But first, a quick stop in the Dixie trailer parks for some hanging cabinets. I wanted them for my kitchen. I quickly grabbed what I was after and was back on my merry way. By the time I rolled into Muldraugh, it was getting late, and I was getting tired, so I decided to spend the night in my Muldraugh safe house. Fortunately, it appeared to be just in the same condition I had left it in. While reading before bed in Muldraugh, I stumbled upon an entry that indicated that the pants that I had were the same as the other ones that I was thinking of, so I had accomplished my mission and I could head back to Louisville. But I really didn't want to drive home in the fog, so I spent the day wandering around Muldraugh, finishing clearing it out. There were a few zombies left that I had missed, so I took care of them. Once I made it back home, I decided to try on my new pants. They were looking snazzy. I hated to mess up the look, but I needed to add extra protection, so I went ahead and patched them. They don't look nearly as cool now, but they will keep me alive. Here was my old protection. I had 30s and 60s in my pants. And now with the new pants, I had 40 bite protection and 80 scratch protection in my groin and thighs, and 50 bite and 100 scratch in my shins. Excellent. I'm feeling safer already. In all the excitement, I almost forgot about my investigation at the hospital. Once I had things kind of taken care of, I decided to head back and resume looking around. There were still zombies all over the place. But at least the corpses had decomposed, so I wasn't in danger of any more corpse sickness. I wonder if I can shoot those zombies on the roof. Let's find out. No, I can't quite aim at the ones on the roof, but I can shoot these ones on the other side of the fence for sure. Well, that got some attention. And, not exactly what I would call good attention. Oh boy, they are all over my car. It's time to bust out the great equalizer, the shotgun. Click, click. Uh-oh. Oh boy. There we go. Man, there are so many of them still, and this is like the 7th day that I've been fighting at this hospital, and there's still so many. I I switched back and forth between my guns, depending on the situation, and I was whittling down the horde. But can you ever really whittle down a horde? Their numbers are endless, and my ammo is not. Which would run out first? They were driving me back away from my objective and my car. But they had spread out enough that I could switch back to my melee weapons. Watch your six. Always watch your six. Did I fight them off? At least the ones that had followed me, that is. I had reduced them to a mere trickle. I retraced my steps back to the hospital, clearing up any zombies along the path. They were hiding in the trees, waiting to ambush me, but I was ready. They're running around like chickens with their heads cut off in that parking lot. I think they can't get to me. I think the fence is in their way. Good for me. Bad for them. I had finally driven them back to the hospital. Those zombies are still up on that roof, and they're kind of making me nervous. I honked my horn to try to pull them out, and it worked. Maybe not the ones on the roof, but wow. They were still more in the hospital. I could not believe it. And apparently I had missed some backpedaling on my path. I was getting it from both sides. That's what she said. Fortunately, I was up... Whoops! As I was saying, fortunately, I was up to the challenge. But exertion was an issue. You know what they say, the solution to exertion is a good shotgun. I was mowing them down. Just call me the lawnmower. They're pushing me back again. The ebb and flow of battle was turning against me once again. Where did these come from? It's like they were like hiding in the corner here, waiting for me. Watch out for the trees. Oh, yep. As I was saying, watch out for the trees. The tide was turning in my direction once again. And I pushed my way back towards the hospital. And my vehicle. Night was starting to fall, and our battle was not nearly completed. Me versus the horde. So far, I was winning. But it only takes one. I had to be ever vigilant. Darkness was falling as I finally made it back to my car, only to be pushed back once again. Ooh, that guy's got a katana and I want it. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, didn't have time. I was getting very tired. My swings were losing their potency. But I grabbed the katana. It was time to make a retreat. This was getting... Things were turning against me. I popped some drugs to allow me to force my way to my car. The zombies would not give it up without a fight. But I made my escape, strategic retreat. And came back again the next day, this time approaching from a different direction, hoping for a strategic advantage. It seemed like I might finally have turned the tide on this hospital battle because there didn't seem to be any big groups. They were just trickling in around me, and I was able to dispatch them one at a time. So I made my incursion back into the zone that I wanted to investigate. And yes, I was no scientist, but it looked for sure to me like the zombie outbreak had began here. The telltale blood splats on the ground, as well as the signs of zombies bursting from waiting rooms. I thought that I had found my origin. But what should I do about it? Is there someone I could report my findings to? Or was I the only one left? You know, this is kind of a big morgue here, but there were no signs of any zombies bursting out of the morgue, so maybe I had it wrong. Although there were the telltale blood splatters on the ground as well. Those zombies appear to have lost track of me. Although, now that I thought about it, when that huge horde came at me last time I was here, they did come from this direction. Is it possible they came from the morgue? Yes, it is possible. Oh god, oh god. Oh, he took a chomp out of me, or she. Oh man. Oh, I'm okay, I'm okay. They didn't break my armor. Oh, oh man. That'll get the blood pumping. You know, I think I've seen all I need to see of this hospital. I could try to get up to the upstairs and investigate upstairs, but that seems extremely dangerous to me. So I think we're going to call this investigation complete. That's CSI Louisville Zombie Edition. Investigation complete. It was eerily quiet in here now that I had seemingly killed off all the zombies. Oh, no, I hadn't killed them all. They were just waiting for me outside. How polite of them, I guess. Have you ever just thought to yourself, you know what this house needs? A big old fancy piano. So I headed out to get myself one. The undead didn't want me to have it. But I knew just where to go. The Blue Fox. There she is, that baby grand piano. I've got to have it. 6 pieces, wow. And they're all heavy, too. I'm not even sure if this will fit in one trip. I might have to make multiple trips to get this piano. But I was able to pull off the heist, and I set out on my journey home with my prize. On my way home, I happened to stumble across a fire truck, and I had an idea. It would require a little breaking and entering. Always with the distractions from the zombies. Alright, let's see if the car has enough batteries to pull this off. Oh, the lights came on. And there's the siren. Alright. That should hopefully pull all the zombies out of the hotel into the street where I could fight them. I wasn't sticking around, but I would come back later to inspect my handiwork. And let's get this piano in place. Looking good. Yeah, that's beautiful. A fine addition to the base. Love it. A couple days... Whoops. A couple of days later, I went back to check on my lure. My siren lure, as I was calling it. Fast and Furious Louisville Drift Edition. I didn't even make it back to the lure before I encountered resistance. The chase is on. Ooh, a katana. Gimme. I was piling them up left and right. And center. I kept breaking my weapons? What's a weapon? On the zombies' faces. I was going block by block, slaughtering undead. Still no sign of the fire truck. I guess when you're in Louisville, you don't really even need to lure zombies out. There's just so many of them. I really should have labeled the lure on the map so I would know where to go. But, I mean, it's not like I was hurting for things to kill. They were all over the place. Hey, this area looks familiar. I think this is the place where I almost died a few dozen days ago. Maybe 100 days ago now? I don't know. It was where the epic chase in the alleyway happened. Whoop! Almost got bit there. Not even the devil himself can use a pitchfork better than me. It was starting to get dark by the time I finally made it back to the fire truck, and I found the siren not running. I was very disappointed, to say the least. My plan had been thwarted somehow. I wondered how, because their zombies weren't even around it. Sometimes if you leave a lure running like that, the zombies will destroy the light bar, but there weren't any zombies around. So I hopped in and checked, and it was still working. So I wasn't sure what happened. Oh, here they come now. Hallelujah, it's raining zombies. Now I've got their attention. But I'm not sure why it didn't attract them before. Oh yeah, we've got them now. This is what I did not want to happen. I wanted to be able to see how many there were before I engaged and maybe peel them off a few at a time, not have the entire horde rushing out at me and falling from the rooftops. Oh, it always cracks me up when they do that. Oh boy, there's a lot of them. Might be getting myself into another bad situation here. See if I can fight my way out of it. Oh boy. Oh, there's a lot of them. Thought about hopping in the car and getting away, but they rushed at me right as I was about to. As usual. I think I'm getting myself into a bad situation here. It's getting dark and I'm getting tired. I'm going to be getting sleepy soon as well. This area looks familiar too. I think I almost died here too, not that long ago. Oh man, they're streaming. They're streaming in. Well, as long as they stream in one at a time, it's fine. Oh, they're pushing me back, though. I don't like this, because there might be some behind me. I need to take a break. I'm getting super exerted. And my thrusts are losing their power. That's what she said. Oh boy. Alright, back to work. Oh, and here comes the sleepiness, just like I said. Oh, here they come again. Just gonna keep sitting here until the exertion goes away, and then maybe I can fight my way to my car. This is kind of dangerous. If someone comes up behind me, they can get me in the neck really quickly. I've lost friends that way. Every time I think I'm making progress, here they come again. Alright, the groups are getting smaller. That's a good sign. Oh, man. Oh, look at them around my car again. I guess I need to stop leaving my car running. I think that's why that keeps happening, is they hear the engine running and they come and stare at it. Maybe they're staring at their reflections in the windows and confused? I don't know. All I know is this is a problem, and I'm not sure how to solve it. But check out the hook while the DJ revolves it. Let's go. You and me, Horde. It's on, like Donkey Kong. It is on like a prawn that yawns at dawn. In the words of Andrew Bernard. Woo! Look out. I'll take you all on. Did I finally get them away from my car? Is that where all these are coming from? Either way, they're pushing me back hard. It might be time to make a run for it. Look at this, I'm an artist. Oh boy, there's a lot of them. Alright, let's see. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh, the car's still infested. Okay. Alright. Getting tired again. Panicked. Exertion. Everything's going wrong. And there's that thirst again. I'm literally thirsty, and the zombies are thirsty for me. Oh, there's so many of them. See if I can lose some around the corner here. If they're not by the car, I can hop the fence and hop in real quick. Oh, nope, they see me. Well, there's less of them on this side. Maybe I can fight my way through, now that some of them chase me the other way. Oh, this is still a lot, though. This is still a lot, though. Ooh, whoa. Oh, boy. Alright, whoop. Fancy footwork there. Oh, man, it's still... They're still all over the car. Okay. Alright. Maybe I can create enough separation around the cars. Nope, not quite. Am I out of weapons? Alright, here we go, here we go. It's open, it's open, it's open. Go, 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 go. In the other door? Oh, we're gone. We're gone. Let's go. Let's go! I had survived for 800 days. That's 2 years, 2 months, and 10 days in the apocalypse. My skills were amazing. I was a master of everything. I could build anything I wanted, cook anything I wanted, grow anything I wanted, and the zombies could not stop me. I was a master of the long blunt, and I was almost a master at the spear at the axe. My aiming skill was maxed out as well. It took me 37,000 zombie kills to get here, but I was doing well. I had only scratched the surface of Louisville. The eastern half was still virtually owned by the undead. Could I reclaim it?